Hello, Universal boys and girls. How are we doing in this beautiful moment? Alright, so about 4 or 5 years ago, I was playing guitar with a good friend of mine, and he just stopped playing guitar in the middle of everything. And he said, "Daniel, I can't play guitar with you." And I said, "How come?" And he said, "You have no rhythm." Ouch! It stung. It stung. It stung for a moment. And I thought about it and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Look, you play guitar as if it's a flowing stream of noise and it doesn't stop. I can't play guitar with you." And I could have taken it one of two ways. I could have been hurt, which I was a little bit for the moment, or what I then did was, and I could have also just stopped playing guitar, that was like slap to the face. But what I did was I took it as a learning experience, and I thought, okay, no space, huh? And so I added some space, some silence to my guitar playing, and it made all the difference. And literally, it gave definition and quality to the noise, and I could see what he was talking about. Of course, I was completely oblivious to this at the time, but throughout time and integrating this into my practice, then I started to see how valuable silence and noise is, and come to know that this would actually cross boundaries into all other areas of my life, including daily living. Let's think about it. Everything around us that happens is information, constant information coming in visually, mentally, auditorially, internally, constant information. And we can consider this information sound. And if we consider this information sound, so constant signal, light signal, thought signal, constant signals, then if we don't have silence, or rather, I'd rather speak in positives. If we have silence, then what ends up happening is, well, here, let's try it out. Okay? This is how I used to play. Okay, now, difference with sounds added. And so we see that there's a great difference between both. And the difference is that we can really absorb information much more deeper and really appreciate its essence, everything that we see, everything that we hear. If we don't hear music for some time, then when we do hear music, it'll sound like just glory, love to the ears. Now, if we're listening to music all day, then the music loses its magic. Okay? Also, if we wake up and just go straight to doing things, thinking things, starting things, going from thing to thing with no pause in between all throughout the day until we go to sleep. This, I'm speaking from personal experience because I used to do this. And when I did this, I'd be exhausted by the end of the day, and even in the middle of the day sometimes, and my mind would get all fuzzy sometimes. And also, I lost presence. I wouldn't have the exact same presence. Now, how do we find that silence? For lack of a better word, meditation. I'm not going to make this into a meditation video. I am going to make more meditation videos. However, just for right now, because it's very this is a key component of what I'm talking about, I'm going to describe the silence in the meditation here by using the guitar. Okay, so we go throughout the day, and so I'm going to give a contrast of two different examples. One example, we're going throughout the day, and there's all these different all this different information coming in all around, and we can describe this as okay. Now if we have silence, by adding some silence, and by silence I mean not playing the guitar, or we can also have an active type of silence, and this is a type of silence where we, instead of being distracted by all these different things throughout the day, or changing our mind and directing our focus from thing to thing, we just concentrate on one thing. Concentrate on one thing. Just concentrate on that note. Concentrate on that note. And just relax, really. Relax into that note. Breathe that note. And then when the time comes for a different note, it's much more present. The silence added into our lives will make our lives so much more alive and present in quality. And this goes everywhere in all types of areas, as in if you have a friend and you're always with your friend, or if we're in a relationship and we're always with our partner with no space in between, then we can't really appreciate our partner as much as if there was silence in between, space in between. Then when we are with them, then their presence is just so sweet, and you're really there with them, and you can really appreciate them to the fullest extent. Silence has changed my life. Meditation has changed my life. Just sitting down, breathing, relaxing, clearing our minds before the day starts. Directing our focus to one thing instead of multiple scattered things all throughout the day. Directing our focus to just one thing. Just one thing we're grateful for. Or just anything. And just being there, fully present. Then when we come into the world and experience everything else, everything is so much more vivid and alive. That's why when I'm studying something or learning something new or observing something, I'll take periodic mental rests where I just go and sit in the dark or close my eyes and just breathe and let everything go. Let it all go. Just let it all go. And then when I come back to it, I'm fully refreshed and just super ready for it. Another way of looking at this is, let's say we plant a plant in a garden, and the cute little leaf is poking out of the soil. Now, if the cute little leaf is poking out of the soil, then let's say we just post up a chair like this. We just grab a chair and we're just like, okay, little plant, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna watch you grow. Now, we're not gonna notice much change. Now, if I say, all right, little plant, see you in a week, then, and I'm just saying week just for, lack of better terms, I don't know too much about gardening. Now, if I come back in a week, then we might just see much more change, definition, the quality of difference from one to the other. And this really makes our life come alive. And I I invite you to try this out and really see how it affects anything and everything, literally everything, because everything is information. So don't mind me, I'm gonna jump right back into the silence.